Hi, welcome back. My name is MJ, and I cannot contain my excitement about today's subject matter. Oh, bad pun. But I promise to work really hard to only give you one bad pun per video. But seriously, if you like what you see here today, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload videos. Today we're going to be talking about glass containers and what a wonderful job they will help you do of reusing, reducing, and recycling and saving money. Before I had glass containers, I had these. Now they're in my house on a just-in-case basis. So the tin foil I use maybe once or twice a year, and after I use it, I wipe it down with a wet soapy cloth and dry it off, and it looks like this. And then I put it in a drawer for the next time I need it. So that's tin foil. As for this darling, I can honestly tell you that I probably haven't used it in 12 years. When I was growing up, we used plastic wrap all the time. You'd eat your meal, have a leftover, put it in a bowl or a dish, put the plastic wrap over the top, put it in the fridge. Next day, you took it out of the fridge, took the plastic wrap off, ate your food, threw the plastic wrap in the garbage. Unfortunately, we now know that that plastic wrap sitting in the landfill is taking centuries to degrade. Not to mention that the plastic floating in the ocean is poisoning our water and the creatures that live there and even our food sources that live there. So basically, the more plastic we don't use, the better off we are. That's why I am so excited about glass containers. They really are the ideal solution. They come in all shapes and sizes. You can take them from table to oven to fridge to freezer. Where else can you take them? Even into the microwave if you're so inclined. They clean up easily. They will never degrade. You don't have to worry about chemicals of all sorts leaching into your food. And once you buy them, you own them. So you're saving money, and plus you're saving money not having to buy the plastic wrap and the foil wrap all the time. So I talked about all the terrific sizes. This little guy, for example, is great if you have a piece of a lemon left over. Put the lid on, put it in the fridge. These sizes are great for leftovers. I like to make soup. I'm really lazy, so when I make a soup, I make 2 times the recipe, put some in the fridge for eating, put some in the freezer. Now the lids for these particular ones they're not airtight, but as long as you put it into the freezer on a flat surface, you're fine. It'll freeze, and then of course it won't fall out. One of our son's favorite lunches is a Mexican casserole that I make. So after I make it, I let it cool, and then I cut it up in pieces and freeze those pieces individually. And when he wants one for lunch, it might go into here, for example. He eats a lot. He'll just take it out of the freezer the night before, stick it in the fridge, and then he warms it up in the morning and off he goes to school. Speaking of going off to school, I will be doing a future video on litterless lunches. Basically, anything that you're making, baking, or serving can go into one of these containers. Your food stays fresh and you'll have no garbage. Monday night in our house means sushi for dinner. And every Monday night, we call the sushi restaurant, put in our order, and they know we're bringing our containers. They make the sushi, we bring our containers, usually ones that look like this, a couple of these, and we get there, they put the sushi in, add some wasabi, and we're out the door. We've been doing this for quite a few years now, and with a couple of different sushi restaurants. And each time the manager or the owner are totally on side as soon as we explain why we're doing it. And they're happy too, because they don't have to give us their containers, so they're saving money. In fact, in one case, we had a 10% discount on our sushi, and in 2 other cases, we were given free sushi on a regular basis because they were not having to provide us with containers. Often when we go to a restaurant, I'll also take a container with us. That way, if one of us doesn't finish our dinner, we just ask them to pack it up in our own container rather than their disposable container. Another great place to use containers is when you go to the deli or another food store where the food is not already pre-packaged. So anytime you're buying sliced meat or cheese or salads that they're dishing out or even fresh fish, they'll just take the container from you, they'll put it on the weigh scale, they can zero it back so that you're not paying for the container, and then they put your food in, weigh it, and there you go, you're out of the store. Every time I do this, I get a question from someone who's standing beside me asking why I'm handing my container across the counter. And as soon as I explain it to them, I inevitably hear, that's a great idea, I think I'll try that. There are so many different kinds of glass containers, and believe me, I think I've tried most of them. This is an interesting one because it does give you an airtight seal. So if you had to take liquid somewhere, this would be a good option. I find them a little difficult to close sometimes. For me, my favorite glass containers are the Pyrex ones. They're sturdy and durable, and the lids fit great. They're simple to put on and off, and they last a long time. You can buy them, you can buy the container, you can buy the lids separately, you can buy them together, or you can buy them, they come in sets. And in fact, I will link in the box below some starter sets in case you're interested in trying some out. So that's really what I had to share with you today. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I look forward to talking with you soon.